Uber. I had to do it before because of this person. Like, I just can't get
Let's
there.
stop, please. What town do you live in?
I live in Wichita.
Who transports you around town?
I take the the bus. I take the bus.
Well, you're really making me think that probation is not workable. Maybe I just need to send an officer over to get you and bring you to jail and have you start your 12 months. That I
Or
know.
see my
That
children
I
on
know
Mother's
I can make
Day.
you do. That I know I can make you do. So if I don't do that right now, can you maybe talk to the officer in the breakout room and figure out when you can get over here?
I just can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do it.
Your Honor, would it be possible for me to have a breakout room with Ms. Click to talk to her about what her options are?
Well, our options are pretty simple. You do it, or you're in violation of probation. We do a warrant again.
I just can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do it.
Ms. Click, if you'll start your audio and video.
And Your Honor, before going on the record, I believe we have a plea agreement with the state, but it involves another case of Ms. Click's, and it would be actually in that case that she would be entering the plea. And I don't believe that's set on Your Honor's docket today. Is that something that we would be able to move forward with the plea if you don't have that file, or will we need to be setting it over to make sure you have that file to do the plea?
Yes, and we are also here on 24 CR 149. That is the purpose of the delay. So, Mr. Regier, that is your plea agreement, is that correct?
That is the state's understanding of the proposed plea agreement, Your Honor.
Probation for a year for freaking going and seeing my kids on Mother's Day. Like, oh my God, you guys are so ridiculously looking for something.
Well, then you don't have to go forward, Ms. Click. Do you want to go to trial or talk about this to your attorney some more, if that's the way you feel?
That is definitely the way I feel. I kind of want to go to trial. I'm just not, because I have parenting rights. Okay. It was on Mother's Day. I wouldn't see my kids on Mother's Day, and the guy's just looking for something to hurt me with again. Like, it's just an insult, and I don't deserve to be punished.
All right. Well, I'm trusting you've shared all of this with your attorney, and the two of you came to a conclusion that this plea agreement was in accordance with your will.
Well, I mean, I was told that if I take it to trial, that I'm not going to win.
Well, you know, I don't know the facts. Your attorney's had access to all the reports, but I'm sure he's not going to try to force you to do something. He'll give you his best legal advice, but he's not going to surely.
I mean, this has already been drawn out for a whole year.
Well, didn't you start with another attorney on this case a year ago?
No.
All right. Well, first,
it's already been drawn out for a whole year, and now you want to put me on probation for a year, so I still can't see my kids. Like, it's ridiculous. I think the guy's just running out the clock so he can just up and take the kids away.
Okay.
Like,
well, Ms. Click, we started out today with just one case on my docket, 23 CR 243, and in that case, you have a long history on it. Going back May 15th to 23, you appeared in front of Judge Hart. There's a lot of notes about that exchange. Mr. Patterson was appointed, but then he had a conflict with the alleged victim. And then at some point, we appointed Mr. Andrews. And
yeah, I'm getting pretty tired of dealing with this,
and then I think you may have disappeared. We may have had some bond issues. In fact, there was a motion we've had some issues on your bond, but now the question is, What are we going to do about this criminal trespass that you were told to? That was in case number 243. I understand that as part of your plea agreement, the state's willing to dismiss that whole case. And
Yeah,
make
but I
that
mean,
go
if I
away.
plead to the other, you want me to do more. You want me to do like a mental
have-
health evaluation, where with the trespass, I
Okay,
wouldn't.
Miss Click, I haven't asked you to do anything yet on that regard. But in the 24 CR 139 that was asked to be added to this docket and save you a date of coming back for first appearance, I will advise you that in that case, the state is alleging that on February 13th of 2024, that you did violate an order that was issued in case number 23 CR 243 of Butler County to have no contact with Sean Kerwin Hawker. And they're alleging that you did have contact with Sean Hawker on February 13th, 2024, which amounts to violation of a protective order, a Class A person misdemeanor, punishable up to $2,500 in fines and 1 year in the county jail. So that's your new case. And they're saying that if you plead to that, they will dismiss the other case in its entirety. Now, I just need to know if that's what you're going to do or not.
Can I talk to my lawyer again?
Absolutely. Clerk, if you please put them back in another breakout room. And we'll go off the record again in both those cases. Mr. Andrews, where are we with your people, your clients?
Your Honor, my understanding is that after speaking with Ms. Click, she is prepared to enter into the plea agreement that we've previously discussed.
All right.
But now I am not seeing her. Oh, there she is. Okay, yes.
In and out again. All
No,
right.
no, she's back, Your Honor.
We're back on the record in 2023 CR 243, which was scheduled for control today with Attorney Andrews for the defendant. We are also here on what appears to be a requested first appearance in 24 CR 139. I have gone over the charges, as I recall, with Ms. Click, and we were going over the plea agreement, and she wasn't totally happy about that. I will, for the record, clerk, appoint Mr. Andrews on the 24 case as well. And now, Ms. Click, picking up where we left off, when you were telling me your feelings about the charges and the plea agreement, after you've had more time to talk to counsel, do you still want to go through with the plea agreement or not?
Yeah, I guess that's really my only option.
Okay, well, I can't have you doing this kind of, it's my only option thing. You have several options. You know what they are. Is it the one you choose freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Is anyone making you enter this plea agreement today?
No.
All right, you're not being forced or threatened to do it.
No.
All right. And have you had enough time to talk to your attorney about it?
Yes.
All right. And your pleading is no contest in the
2024 CR 139, Your Honor.
That's one she's pleading no contest is the newer one, the 24?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So just to remind you, that's the one where the state's alleging that on February 13th, 2024, you violated a protection order that had been issued in another case that had contact with the person you were ordered not to. Is that what you're pleading no contest to?
It's my only option, yes.
Is there anything more you want to say about that being your only option?
Yes. I mean, I was under the impression that my attorney could actually go back to the prosecutor and say, she doesn't want to plead to this. Can we do this? Like a counter offer type of thing. Is that not a thing? Because
Well,
basically,
they usually do that. They can either do it in several discussions or one discussion. All right, I'm not getting the impression, Ms. Click, on either of these cases that you feel you are freely and voluntarily accepting the plea agreement where they dismiss the one case in exchange for plea to the other and recommend probation. Am I correct that you don't want to accept that offer?
yes, that's correct.
All right, so you want to set this for jury trial. You say that's your only option. You have an option for a bench trial. You have an option for a jury trial. It may not be what your attorney thinks is best for you, but if you want to do it, I'm sure he won't stand in your way.
I just wanted to make an offer for something less than a year probation, obviously, because I've already spent a year on this and like it's kept me from seeing my children. I'm actually worried about what this guy's trying to
All
do.
right, so I'm going to set this for jury. Do you want bench trial or jury trial? You want a jury of 6 coming in and deciding your fate on these 2 cases, or do you want the court to hear the evidence and decide?
I'll just take the plea.
So do you understand you do have more options than just taking the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what you want to do. Is it not because anybody's making you, but because that's what you want to do?
Yes.
All right. So the violation protection order in 24 CR 139, you're pleading no contest. Is that correct?
Yes.
You're not admitting the charge, but you're not denying it either. You just are going to stand mute knowing you'll be found guilty. Is that all correct?
Yes.
All right. And you understand that if I finish this plea agreement with you, there will be no trial in either case. One will be dismissed and will proceed to sentencing in the other.
Yes.
And you understand that as a judge, I am not a party to your plea agreement, and I am not held responsible for following it. Although I often do, I don't have to. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So for a factual basis to support this no contest plea, Mr. Regier?
Your Honor, pursuant to the affidavit in the 2024 case, that paragraph 4 would appear to refer to an address in El Dorado, Butler County, Kansas. Paragraph 5 goes on to a series of text messages, which pursuant to paragraph 4 appear to have been provided by the victim to law enforcement. And those text messages would appear to have been sent by the defendant to the victim. And pursuant to the paragraph 9 of the affidavit in the 2024 case, it would appear to refer to the other case currently before the court, 23 CR 243, as part of a bond release condition.
Well, and I understood the defendant tell me earlier in these proceedings today that she made arrangements to see her children for Mother's Day, but this allegedly happened February 13th of 24, Mr. Regier, which isn't close to Mother's Day.
Your Honor, the criminal trespass was the Mother's Day incident.
Okay, very well. All right. I accept the no contest plea and find this factual basis exists. I find the defendant guilty of violation of a protection order in 2024 CR 139, and I dismiss with prejudice for plea agreement the case in its entirety, 23 CR 243. So, Miss Click, you're not even being convicted or sentenced on that case that you thought was ridiculous. So your attorney helped you get that dismissed. But we do have to proceed to sentencing for violating a protection order in February of this year, 2024. So recommendations, Mr. Regier?
Your Honor, the state's understanding of the plea offer, as previously reiterated by Counsel Andrews, is a 12-month underlying sentence with 12 months of reporting probation with court services, no contact with the victim, costs and fees with all standard probation conditions, mental health evaluation following the recommendations. The state is still of the opinion that those are appropriate in this matter.
All right, Mr. Andrews, anything further before sentencing is pronounced?
Your Honor, I would join in the recommendations of the state pursuant to that plea agreement, a 12-month controlling jail sentence, but with 12 months of probation with court services, costs and fees, standard conditions of probation, including no contact with the victim, Sean Hawker, and mental health evaluation to follow any recommendations.
All right, Ms. Click, tell me, you're a mother of how many children?
Two boys.
2 boys, and they live with you or with Mr. Hawker? Or?
They live with Mr. Hawker.
Okay, and do you work? Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am. No, I'm sorry. I was just going to CDL classes. It's a month-long, 10-hour-a-day thing, and I haven't found a job yet. No.
All right, so you're looking at over-the-road trucking or some kind of commercial driver's license?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure where I am with that.
But you're not employed. How long have you been unemployed?
A couple of months.
What kind of work did you do before?
I was driving a cab.
Okay. Well, at this time, I'm not going to assess a fine, but you will have $158 in court costs, $60 supervision fee. I will waive the attorney fees at this point. Your controlling sentence will be for 12 months, but I will follow the plea agreement and order that you be given 12 months of supervised probation to be supervised by the court service office. You will need to call them immediately after this hearing. Do you have your pen or pencil ready?
Yes, ma'am.
No one should ever come to court without that. All right, Ms. Click, as soon as this hearing is over, report to probation by telephone at 316-322-4153. All right, did you get that?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All standard conditions of probation will apply, plus special conditions that you set up a mental health evaluation. I want you to call and get an appointment for that. That call needs to be made within 14 days of today, or as soon as they can get you in for the evaluation. You are ordered to comply with all recommendations in that evaluation, which means if they don't think you need any treatment, you don't have to get it. But if they want to see you every day, they can see you every day, whatever you need to do. And then there's a special condition that you have no contact with Sean Hawker. Don't know about him, his place of business, his residence.
I don't do those things. He's a piece. Okay.
Excuse me?
I'm so sorry. I said I'm not going to do those things. Let me put myself on mute. I apologize.
No, unmute. You're in an open court and I want to talk to you. Now, if you're not going to do those things, I'm not going to follow the plea agreement and grant you probation.
No, I'm saying I'm not going to go and see him. I am going to follow that. I'm so sorry.
You had me worried that I was going to have to make you go down and start serving a 12-month sentence because probation is a privilege that we want you to be successful with. Fines and costs, you're going to have to pay a total of, it looks like about $218. I'm thinking of giving you, can you get those paid in 60 days? Or do you need a little more time?
I need way more time.
How much more time?
Oh, gosh, I don't even know.
How much per month can you pay, do you think?
God, like $30?
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll start you out at $30 a month, but as soon as you get your job, you need to let court services know, and we need to increase that. Otherwise, you may be on probation for a long, long time. So your first payment of $30 will be due May 22nd, 2024. And then you'll have a $30 payment every month thereafter. Now, if probation decides they want to increase that, they can either work that out with you and take care of it that way, or we can come back to court if we need to. But I'm going to start you out at $30 a month. Don't miss a single payment. Because if you violate your probation, you can end up serving that 12 months in jail. Anything else, Mr. Regier, that we need to address?
Your Honor, for purposes of preparing the journal entry, do I have leave, if it is the order of the court, do I have leave of the court to journalize that the mental health evaluation shall be scheduled within 14 days of today's date?
I would ask that you please do that. Put that in the journal entry.
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Andrews, anything further from the defense? You're muted, Mr. Andrews. Was that a nothing further?
I apologize, Your Honor. Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Click, anything further before I let you go to call your probation?
No,
All right, you're welcome. Now be successful and you won't have to come back to court again, okay? All right, Savannah, was there anything else?
Just the warrant on 2024 CR 139, did you want that withdrawn?
Yes, if we have an active warrant, there you go. You just got a warrant lifted on that too.
And forgive me, Your Honor. My understanding is that this is the first time the 24 CR cases come before the court. I'm not sure if the court is going to make any orders concerning booking at this time.
You do need, since you weren't picked up on that warrant, you do need to go out to the county jail and get your picture and prints taken. Deputy, do you have any advice on that?
What was the charge on the 24?
I'm so sorry. I cannot make it to Butler County Jail. I can't make it to Butler County. I don't have it.
Ms.
I can't.
Ms. Click, you're kind of starting to try my patience by telling me what you can't do and won't do.
I just don't have the transportation. I don't
All
have
right,
the
well, can
money
you
for
hold on a
Uber.
minute, just hold on a minute. All right. The charge, deputy, is violation of a protection order.
It occurred.
It occurred February 13th of 2024.
Okay, that's all we need. We could put her in a breakout room and we'll schedule her a time.
All right. You're done, Ms. Click. You're really making it a lot easier. You've got so many problems with probation. It'd be a lot easier just to put you in jail for 12 months. Please, if you don't want to do that, work with us or you're going to be right back in here and you're going to end up serving the 12 months because you're not doing what you're told. So you're going to go into a breakout room with this court security and they're going to figure out when you're going to get over there and get that done. But that's an order of your probation that you get that done.
Can't get it done. I can't. I don't have the fucking transportation, dude.
All right. We don't use that language in court. That's contemptuous behavior. Well, where are you right now, Ms. Click?
I'm at home. I don't have a car. I don't have 80. Actually, it's more than $80 to get there by Uber. I had to do it before because of this person. Like, I just can't
Ms.
get
Click,
there.
stop, please. What town do you live in?
I live in Wichita.
Who transports you around town?
I take the public the bus. I take the bus.
Well, you're really making me think that probation is not workable. Maybe I just need to send an officer over to get you and bring you to jail and have you start your 12 months. That I know,
my children
that I
on
know
Mother's
I can make
Day.
you do. That I know I can make you do. So if I don't do that right now, can you maybe talk to the officer in the breakout room and figure out when you can get over here?
I just can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do it.
Your Honor, would it be possible for me to have a breakout room with Ms. Click to talk to her about what her options are?
Well, our options are pretty simple. You do it, or you're in violation of probation, and we do a warrant again. Yeah, you can have a breakout room with her, Mr. Andrews, but Ms. Click, we need to get this moving.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Click again.
Your Honor, my client, Ms. Click, is ready to have a breakout room with the court security to arrange for how she can get over and get booked and processed as the court had ordered.
All right, thank you, Mr. Andrews. Savannah, if you could please put Ms. Click and court security in a breakout room. And Ms. Click is excused from this portion of the proceedings. Mr. Andrews, have you have anyone else on the docket?
Judge, Mrs. Click, Crystal Click, when she went into the breakout room, she refused to set up a date and time for fingerprints, basically after arguing and screaming, and then she basically told the officer to F off.
Well, it sounds like she's already violated her probation.
Yep.
Mr. Patters, she was yours, Mr. Andrews.
Yes, she was, Your Honor.
Apparently your call didn't work out as well as you hoped it did.
Guess not.
So I think the state on its own motion, I'm going to order this for resentencing. The defendant will need to appear in person. Mr. Andrews, do you think you can get her back on here with us this morning?
I don't know, Your Honor. I would have to go to my office, try to call her,
Okay.
see if she would answer.
I'm going to, Deputy, if you would send those notes to the clerk. And I will get back with that. I want to think that through a little bit. But thank you for that update. But on the record, before we do adjourn again, back on the record in 2023 CR 243, State of Kansas versus Crystal Dawn Click. Counsel appearing as before, Ms. Click not appearing. Deputy Alton Caulfield, Court Security 1, you had some information following my order as a condition of probation that Ms. Click go into a breakout room and set up a time for picture and prints. Your update?
Yes, ma'am.
If you could restate for the record what you told me before we went back on.
Well, actually, it was my other officer and two that visited with her, but she told him she refused to give fingerprints, said she had no way over, continued to argue. And I think he advised her that if she didn't do it, a warrant would probably be issued for her arrest. She basically told him to F off.
Okay, and that's your deputy sitting next to you there?
Yep. And that's him right there.
All right,
Yep.
thank you, sir. And that's, you confirm that is what happened?
Yes,
And for the record, your name is?
Deputy Brad Gillis.
All right, thank you. All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you. We'll be in recess and I will take appropriate action on that following this docket.